Hey guys, it's One Battle One. Today I want to do a comparison between the Batman Universe figures from the classic TV series Batcave, set 76052, and with their counterparts that first came out. I thought this would make an interesting comparison since the figures from the classic TV series Batcave are based on the 1960s Batman TV series, which are quite old, whereas the very first LEGO Batman Universe minifigures were from 2006, are more or less based on the comic books, which have much more updated looks. The original Alfred Pennyworth is rare and a highly sought after collectible minifigure. He was only available in the very first LEGO Batcave set 7783. It was never released again up until now. Both versions of Alfred are obviously very different. The original has a bald-headed Alfred that wears a more traditional tailcoat butler suit. This particular design also changed very little between the first LEGO Batman video game to LEGO Batman 3. It is an iconic minifigure that is a staple piece for any LEGO Batman minifigure. The classic TV series Alfred was portrayed by the late Alan Napier, and it has a more modern style suit. The gray outlines on the design helps make the details more visible. He also wears his signature prescription glasses, a white mustache is printed on, and he has an appropriate white slick back hairpiece. Both minifigures are very well designed, and I'm sure the 1966 version Alfred is and will continue to be just as popular as the original. Here we have the man himself, Batman. The very original Batman looks like it could have been based on the animated version, since he does have the yellow belt and quite a similar bat logo on his chest. The 1966 variant was portrayed by the famous Adam West. It definitely has some nice details, especially in the mask. I also like the fact that the belt buckle was designed to look reflective. It doesn't use the standard muscle template because the Batman of this era wasn't in the greatest physical shape. I also wish they used a new cowl molding like how they did in LEGO Batman 3. So they wouldn't need to use a head with the headband for the white eyes, which is not accurate. The original Bruce Wayne has always been simple, but did a good job in representing the character. I've always felt that the face paint could have used a little bit more detail just to give it that oomph. The 1966 version is based on Adam's West version of Bruce, and they did a spot-on job with this design. Everything about this figure is fantastic. They used a good hairpiece, the face is simple but good, and the torso really steals the show with the nice details on the jacket and cool design of the inside shirt printed on. The original Robin is based on the Tim Drake version from the comics, and this design also appeared in the original LEGO Batman video game. Burt Ward was the actor that played as Robin during the 1960s, and I think the LEGO-fied version of him is well done here. He shouldn't have white eyes, but I guess LEGO wanted his look to be consistent with Batman. Also, I believe he should have dark brown hair instead of black. The flesh color is printed onto the green legs, and it's a problem because the green bleeds through, making it darker than it should be. I've always liked the comic version of Catwoman wearing goggles. The original was done without the goggles and instead had white eyes. I believe this was also done to be consistent with the Batman minifigure again, because she never had white eyes in the comics as far as I could tell. The 1966 version is based on Julie Newmar's Catwoman. I think they did an absolutely great job with this figure. It is great that we get a new exclusive hairpiece molding with the cat ears, and her torso design is just spot on. I really like the gold medallion and her gold belt. Some believe that the 2006 Joker was the best looking one because it had a very maniacal facial expression. It definitely had something that made it a little extra creepy, and it still stands as my favorite Joker variation. The 1966 Joker is based on Cesar Romero's Joker, and this stands next to the 1966 Catwoman as the best two-looking minifigures from the classic TV series Batcave, in my opinion. He has the most printing of all the villains in the set, and the printed on mustache is not only accurate, but also adds a lot of character to the figure. The original Riddler has a very classic look. I've always wanted the gold staff with the question mark as an actual physical LEGO accessory for him, but alas. As for the 1966 version, not the white eyes again! He shouldn't have white eyes. They have him correct in the LEGO Batman 3 video game. Otherwise, it's a pretty difficult to get Riddler wrong. He always had a very simple look, and it's the same with the Frank Gorshin's version of him in 1966. I've always been keen on the design for the face of the original Mr. Freeze. It looks a lot like the Batman animated series version of him. I've always been, however, disappointed in the simple torso design, or the lack thereof. There's no printing underneath that chest piece. The 1966 minifigure, on the other hand, is very well executed, and is probably my third favorite from the 1966 theme. This figure is based on the Otto Preminger's Mr. Freeze of that era, and I think they have the design dead on. The big wavy eyebrows and facial expression is very accurate in representing the character. The printed dials on the torso also look great and accurate, even down to the colors of the individual dials. The original Penguin also has a very classic look to me. I think it has to do with the way the face was designed. However, I've always been disappointed in how the Penguin never had a hairpiece integrated with his top hat, because every rendition that LEGO has come out with so far makes him look bald. The 1966 version is based on the actor Burgess Meredith, but they just reused the same head print design from the last LEGO version of him, which isn't too bad, but they also reused the same torso piece. The only different aspect is his recolored top hat. This is another missed opportunity where they should have used the design from the LEGO Batman 3 video game. This is definitely my most disappointing minifigure of the 1966 theme. And here's the final look at all of them together. There's about a 10-year difference between when the original minifigures were produced and the ones from the classic TV series Batcave. Do you think LEGO has gone a long way in terms of design? Do you think the newer printed minifigures look better than they did back then? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!